Hi. Let's talk about pedophile rights. Now, before I get into the shitstorm that is the NOMAP map movement on Twitter, um, I want to try to be as reasonable as humanly possible when it comes to this specific subject. What I mean by this is if you are someone who is attracted to children or know someone who is, uh, the right way of handling it is seek professional help, right? It's a recognized psychiatric disorder. There is professional help. Do it. That should be your number one priority. If you know somebody like that, steer them in the right fucking direction. Now, the wrong way. Going on Twitter and attempting to attempting to start a fucking movement advocating for pedophilia. Going as far as to call people against it bigots and being ignorant, as if it's on the same level as homophobia. You know, like I don't think that's the case. You know, now all of these apologetic pedophiles, they equate themselves to the LGBT. They put it on the same level as that. Now, when you compare the two, right, there's a couple of major problems I see when they compare themselves to. There's consent, right? There's age, and then there's development, right? So, let's say you are gay and you choose to, either be in a relationship or, just have sex with them, right? There's nothing wrong with that because chances are most of the time it's consensual, it's of legal age, right? And both adults are developed for this sort of thing. Now, when you compare it to, pedophilia, children, first of all, you have to be of legal age to legally consent to something. That's why you have, restrictions on certain things. Like you can't go watch a R-rated movie if you're under a certain age. You can't go on a porn site. I mean, obviously we all still do, but you still have to be 18. You have to be 18 to vote. You have to be 18 to join the military. You have to be 18 to smoke cigarettes, to drink. Okay, 21 in my state, but you get the point. Then there's consent. Do kids know what consent is? Would they know what they're consenting to? Are they sexually developed to know what sex is? Obviously, it depends on the age. But a lot of these people, like I saw it on Twitter, most of them are attracted to children that are between the age of 10 and 13, right? These ages, the children are not sexually developed. They don't know what consent is. So, I'm sure you could see the issue with that. Now, a lot of them argue that if the child says yes, then it's okay to do it. Which is a fucking stupid argument. You have to be very delusional to actually believe that if a child tells you, please fuck me, that they know exactly what the fuck they're saying. This shit works me up so much. I don't understand the thought process behind all of this. How can you realistically make pedophilia normal, right? How can you make it an everyday thing? How can you normalize it into society uh, where it becomes something we don't notice anymore. How would they go about it? You know, because once they're done with their whole Twitter crusade, right? Would they start forming rallies? Would they start a protest, claiming that they're oppressed? Because, you know, I'm pretty sure that shit would be shut down pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't think it would work. No, not at all. There would be counter protests to shut those fuckers down. I don't get what their goal is. I mean, okay, I do understand where they're trying to go with all of this. Uh, do they believe that one day they'll be able to walk around with a child in the middle of Central Park or some shit, right? Uh, and kind of, be open with their shit with the child, like it's very uncomfortable to think about, to say the least. Do they think they'll be accepted as mentally stable members of society? Just can you try to imagine this? Because I'm honestly having a hard time. Just imagine this. You just started talking to your friend Jeff, right? You haven't spoken in a couple of years. You hear he's getting married. Cool, right? So hypothetically, let's imagine that all of this shit is legal now. You're allowed to fuck a child, okay? You're allowed to be in a fucking romantic relationship with a child because it's legal, right? Hypothetical. You meet up with Jeff, right? And he's like, "Hey, what's up, Jeff? Heard you're getting married, man. Who's the lucky lady?" You know, I couldn't be prouder. She just graduated 6th grade. She's gonna make a great wife. This shit is not normal. Nobody could convince me otherwise. Nobody could convince me that being sexually attracted to a child should be normal. And they should be allowed to act upon it. Nobody could convince me of that. And I'm pretty sure 99% of the world would agree with me. If you're a pedophile, a self-proclaimed pedophile, and you're open about it and you're unapologetic about it, that is a very bad fucking sign. The only thing you should be doing is getting professional help. You should not be parading it, advocating for it on social media, trying to start a fucking movement. Alright, you fucking kitty diddler. You should not be taking pride in it because there is no pride in being a fucking pedophile. You should not be in denial of it being a psychiatric disorder in society. That's where we live in. There are just certain things that can never be normalized. They can never be an everyday thing. Pedophilia is one of those things. I feel like it's the same thing as, I don't know, having sex with animals, murder, incestual relationships is never going to be normally accepted, I don't think. It probably has a better chance than pedophilia, I guess. But I'm going to put it in the same group because that's just fucking weird. I don't know why I decided to make this video. It's a debut. This is what I decided to start with, Good job, me. I guess it's just so absurd to me that, if this is all one giant fucking ruse, I heard some rumors that this is all 4chan, and they're the ones that are like creating fake Twitter accounts and advocating for pedophilia. If it is just a giant fucking ruse, all right, I got baited, whatever. But if it's not, then it's much more concerning. This is something that a lot of people should actually be worried about, because if it somehow gains traction and, the movement becomes bigger than what it is now, I think it's a cause for worry. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me. Ooh. I hope you enjoyed. If you have your own thoughts on the subject, don't hesitate to leave your input. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.